Good day, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. My name is Darren, and my ham radio call sign is N4VFR. In this video, I'm going to show you how I set up my diversity on the Apache Labs Anan 200D. This is the old Apache Labs 200D. It's the blue face. And for my antenna tuner, I'm running the MFJ 998. As far as my amplifier goes, that's the RF2KS amplifier. Okay, real quick, my main antenna that I'm using, it's the 40 meter horizontal loop that's located on the 3rd floor on the roof, and that's connected to antenna 1. So when we get to the Thetis up here, you will see TX antenna. That is antenna number 1. That's my transmitting antenna. My receive antenna, it's RX antenna, and that is connected to RX2. All right. And then for my PTT out to the amplifier, I use this. And for my pure signaling, I use my RX bypass. This is your power input and also the ground. For the antenna on the roof, it's the 40 meter horizontal loop, and I can tune that like on 10 meters, 20 meters, 40, and 80 using the MFJ antenna tuner. As far as the receive antenna for RX2, I'm using the W6 LVP loop antenna, and I have a rotator that's located right there. That's the RCA El Cheapo rotator that you can buy off of Amazon. I don't know which direction it's pointing at. All I do is I look at the signal strength, and then if it's increasing, perfect. If it's decreasing, stop and then keep going. Either the other direction or just keep going in the same direction. There's a few things we need to look at while you're in Thetis. Let's go take a look at those. Let's go to setup, and I'll bring this over. All right, so with this antennas, we go to general tab, and then you want to go to antennas, and under antenna control, this is for your receive. You use, I go ahead and put it on 2. And do not transmit. I put a check mark there so it doesn't transmit on that. So that's what I have selected. Under ADC, you have 2 receivers. You have RX1 and RX2. I have that antenna, the W6 LVP loop, connected to RX2, and I'm using the ADC1 converter, and for the ADC0 converter, that's dedicated for RX1. So I'm using 2 different ADCs. Okay. Under the RX2 tab, this is how I have it configured to auto mute receiver 2 when I transmit, and also to auto mute receiver 1 on VFOB if VFOB is a transmit. Now let's take a look at the diversity. Up here on the top, you have the diversity tab. Just click on it. You can enable it or disable it as you're listening to it. How strong the signals are on receiver 1 versus receiver 2. Here's your VFO sync. I have that synced up so the VFO syncs with A and B, like here on 10 meters, 28417, VFOB 28417. The RX1 source, you want to have 1+2. I have that checked off. And your reference source, sync 1, if it's going to be more on my transmitting antenna, or sync 2, that's your RX2 receiver. You just have to play with both and see which antenna is picking up the signal. These are memories. So 1 through 8. So when you have a good signal, you can click Shift to store, Control to clear. So let's power this on. I'm going to just mute the background radio noise now. So this is RX2. This button up here on the left. You click on it, it brings up another waterfall. Down here, this is RX2, and up here, it's your transmitting antenna. And you can toggle between transmit and receive by this button up here. Okay, let me turn on the audio so you can hear the difference.
Thanks very much, Jamie. We appreciate that. And yeah, we're just getting ready for the contest as well. I guess it's coming up a bit late.
Okay, that's transmit antenna.
You're doing very, very well.
The guy's very strong.
Florida 5.8, fairly constant. And I noticed that we've
That's my receive antenna.
Contest, so,
down here is the receive. What I can do is I can turn the rotator and look at the S units. Right now it's S9 plus 5. Down here in the receiver. Bottom right, let me show you. There's the signal strength.
Back to you, KW7WP, WB4DKU.
Okay, he went away. So I'm on receiver antenna. And what I can do is I can disable this for the meantime and then just listen for the signaling. That station's very weak. I don't hear him. Okay, I'm going to be turning the antenna. I have a S6 noise level on the receiver 2.
Oh yeah, very good. KW7KWP, WB4DKU. Well, yeah, Jamie, I totally agree. I haven't gotten my CWP
S9
up to where I'd like to be, but I am practicing it and listening to it a lot. So I think
see how it's going down? S9, 7, S6. I'm going to flip it back to the right.
The next ones I'll run multi-mode for CW and SSB, but probably just going to run SSB this time and maybe try and collect a few countries. I've got about 210 countries confirmed. I'd like to get a few more, and this probably is going to be a good.
Okay, right there, he's strong S9. I'm going to go ahead and enable.
To really catch some good DX.
And I'm going to use Sync 1 as my source.
Or something. Well, anyway,
and you use this
rig
to
here
adjust.
is a Apache Labs G2 Ultra, running the Thetis software and the front panel concurrently on this rig today. The amplifier is a Mercury 3S, about 500 watts right now, into a 3-element step IR beam, roughly pointed north and westerly. So that's probably what we're doing there. Only running about 18 watts from the exciter to the amplifier at this point. What the instrumentation is saying. Back over to you, KW7WP, WB4DKU.
Okay, so I did a shift click on M1 and I have it stored right there. That's the strongest. As far as the other station,
it actually
really hear him.
It's a 40 meter through 6 meter antenna, and
okay, here's transmit antenna.
It's the DB18 Echo. So on 6 meters it's 4 elements. On 40 meters it's 2 elements, and
on
3 elements everywhere else.
On the transmit antenna, he's the S9 plus. I think it was S9 plus 10. So the reference source was antenna 1, sync 1.
Very good, Jamie. Thanks very much. Yeah, we're gonna go QRT and grab a coffee and get everything limbered up and ready to go for the contest. But thanks very much for stopping by and letting us get you in the log with a real QSO, not just a contest QSO. 7-3s. Merry Christmas, and we'll look for you on the bands here a little later. KW7WP, WB4DKU.
Let's switch over to sync 2.
Thanks very much, Jamie. Kilo Fox 8, Fox Golf Lima, good afternoon. The name here is Norm. Nancy Ocean Romeo Mary Norm. I have you about 5 and 7 into Melbourne, Florida, over.
So this is a good region right here. Diversity is really good when it comes to interference
QSL, Bobby, QSL,
and
very good.
adjacent
Well,
QRM
no problems there.
stations.
I appreciate the signal report.
Let's try to find a
antenna,
station
so you're back up
that's
to,
weak,
5.9
and then we
with me
can
as well. So
try to
thank
use
you
the
very much
diversity
for that
better.
Signal report.
So here's a station that's actually broadcasting their call sign even before the contest starts later on today. I think it's a ARRL 10-meter contest. We're going to use his beacon and play with diversity. Let me give you the audio.
Well, I knew you were changing your voice. That's why I changed my voice. You really didn't get nobody. CQRZ contest. This is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango BK Zulu. Can't you tell I changed my voice because
I'm on antenna 2 receiver.
CQRZ contest.
I'm looking for the strongest S meters, S unit. Oh, he's weak. All right, I'm going to switch it over to the transmit antenna. Here we go. I'm going to use my reference source as number 2.
You don't have to tell us, but...
I'm going to switch over to antenna 1. I'm trying to get that interference out. You hear that interference? It's going to go away. And I can turn off diversity by here.
I've been around a few decades. I practice. You get good at it there. That's right. Yeah, I love talking on these radio microphones. I got one of them Silver Eagle Venture Mars code panels too. I even know CW.
Okay, so if that interference is gone, and you can store that on memory 2 by hitting Shift M2. That's the second memory right there. Disable it. That's my receive antenna. And that's my transmit antenna. Well, that's just a demo on how I have my diversity antenna set up here at this QTH. Hey, if you're new to my channel, please consider to subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment and a like and a thumbs up. My name is Darren, and my ham radio call sign is N4VFR. I'll say 73s, and have a great day.